Hi there YouTubers, my name is DK and today I just want to show you in a video tutorial how to create a beat using Cubase. I'm going to be using Cubase 5 to make a beat. So I'm going to show you how you can use your plugins in Cubase, how you can select them and the settings that you need to make in order to create your beat in Cubase. So it's quite easy as long as you follow all these steps. Alright, so it's important for you to follow these steps that I'm going to give you. All right, so first thing first, you must go to your tempo. So first thing, when you open Cubase, it'll be like this. All right, before we start, make sure that your keyboard is already connected. Your controller keyboard must already, your MIDI controller keyboard must already be connected to your computer before you even open Cubase. All right, and also make sure that you also watch my previous video on how to configure your Cubase of your sound card as well as for your audio for MIDI as well as both from as well as sorry, for recording audio as well. All right, so now let's get straight to our business. So the first thing that you must do is to look for this transport panel here, or transport control panel. If you don't find it, you go to devices, so I mean to transport. If it's hidden, then that means it's not activated. So click on transport panel, go to transport and click on transport panel. Right, after you've done that, it will now show like that, like this. So sometimes it will be hiding as well, so just check anywhere beneath your taskbar, then just drag it up again. All right, so now you can set the tempo. So you click on tempo on the transport control panel. All right, so use your mouse to just increase or decrease the tempo. So I'm going to choose like 94 for my tempo, and then for me to be able to hear the tempo that I selected, I have to select click here, so it must be on. All right, so now you can press play in order for you to hear the click sound that you have selected, or the tempo that you have selected. All right, so that's how it's sounding. All right, so that's my speed. All right, so after this, go to the top of your Cubase and make sure that this button right here is activated. This is snap to grid. It must be blue like this, so it must be activated. It allows you to when you do your sequencing, it will place everything in grid, you understand, not off grid or out of grid. That means it will be easy to quantize as well as to place your notes accurately or your bars accurately. All right, so make sure that this is activated. All right, and then the other thing that you must make sure that you do is you click here, right click in this marker area where it shows the time. So right click and change it to bars and beats. So it must become bars and beats here. So because you want to work in bars when you are playing on when you are sequencing your MIDI or making a beat. Right, now that you have done this, what's next? All right, the other thing that you must do is you must go to MIDI at the top there, and then go to Quantize setup. So normally it's 1/16. Just leave it like that, don't change anything here, just say apply Quantize. Right, and then after that, make sure that you come here and activate auto quantize, so that all the settings that you have put here on MIDI Quantize setup will be activated automatically in any project that you start. So after you record anything, it will automatically be on grid. It will automatically be quantized and play according to the beats, according to the time on your time signature, as well as your tempo. All right, so make sure that the auto cue is activated, auto quantize. All right, so now that we've activated everything, let's jump right into making a beat. Right, so the other thing that you must do as well is you need to loop here so that it will repeat, or I will show you this later on. Right, so now let's open our instruments. To open your plugin, you right click here and then click add instrument. All right, click where it says no VST instrument and choose from the list. Your plugins will show here the plugins that you've already installed. Maybe you're already using FL Studio and you sorry, and you installed some plugins. They're supposed to show here. So let me start with Hypersonic, and then I'm going to choose select OK. Right, so what's next? Let's just wait for the plugin to load. All right, now that it is loaded, it will open a channel. right? And on the left side you see the settings for that channel. Okay, so now we have a plug-in hypersonic. Right, now you need to set the number of bars that you want to work on. So for example, if you want to work on 5 or 4 bars, that means 1 2 5, 1 2 3 4 bars. How did I do that? You simply go to your white triangle here and then click and drag the second one, so it's going to split into 2 parts. One must be on at the ending of the bar that you want. So for 4 bars, it's 1 to 5. All right, now you can activate this one so that it will continue, or it will loop. It will simply when it reaches bar number 4, or it finishes it, it will simply go back to the first one. It will not go proceeding to number 6, 7, 8. All right, so now that you have opened the plugin, where do we see the plugin? Left side, this item here, edit instrument. So click that icon and then it will show the plugin. So from my hypersonic, I'm going to choose, for example, contemporary kits. Double click on plugins if you're using hypersonic, or right, I'm going to choose hip hop American. So this one will basically change my keyboard into a drum kit. Right, it will change my keyboard into what? Into a drum kit. Right, so now that I've got my drum kit ready, I'm closing this and I'm ready to record. Right, from the start, make sure that you click this play button, this go to start button. Right, then to record, it's either this one or this one on the control panel. All right, also before you start recording, make sure that you click or you activate the pre-count on. These are a few beats that you get, for example 8 beats that you get before you start recording, so that immediately it won't start on before you're ready. So you need at least some beats, some counts in order for you to get ready. So make sure that the pre-count is activated. If it's not, go to transport and then pre-count on. Activation shows when it has got a tick or a check or a mark. All right, let's go back. Now we are ready to record. So I'm going to click record and play something on my keyboard. Right, now let me play back that. Right, already it's on grid, or it's already quantized because of these settings that I did here. Auto cue is activated, so immediately everything that I play will be straight on the grid. All right, that's my first sound. Right, so if you want to edit something, you can just double click to see the notes. So it's just like the piano roll in FL Studio, and then you can lengthen something if you want to make it longer or shorten. You can even change the sounds or the pitches or whatever. Right, then I'm going to add another instrument, the same instrument though. I'm still using hypersonic, and then okay. All right, I'm going to go to this left side, click edit instrument, and then go to contemporary kits again, still the hip hop American. Now I want to choose some kind of hi-hat sound. Yeah, this one. All right, and then from the start, record 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All right, stop record, now play. To change the volumes, you can just right click, you can just click on the channel and go to your left side. You want to see where it says channel here, so it shows you whatever you click here, that's its channel on the left side. So what I click here is this one. I'm increasing the volume, also the hi-hat, I'm increasing the volume. Right. Right, I'm gonna add something else again to these sounds. Right click, add instrument track. I'm gonna choose still on hypersonic. All right, then okay. All right, come here. If it doesn't show the settings, come here at the top, click once, go to this icon here to open your plugin, and then I'm going to still go to contemporary kits, and then hip hop. Let me try hip hop jammer. I want to hear what sounds it has. No, it doesn't have the sounds that I want. Let me go to American 2. Still it doesn't have, so let me stick with my American 1. Right, I got the sound that I want. So from the start, and then record 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Stop recording from the start. Right, not bad so far. Right, I still want to add something else. All right, so what am I gonna add now? Okay, let me see. Right, let me play. Right, so the click sound is still playing. If you want to hear without the click sound, you can activate it now, deactivate it here. Just click here again so that the click sound goes. Right, you can always edit and add some other things if you want from here. So that's the kick sound. Now I want it to have like a double sound. I can add by clicking the draw tool here and then just coming here and placing another one. Let me play now. Now we're here. Right. Right. Let me continue by adding more sounds. Instrument track. Now you can sing this. Let me still use hypersonic. No, let me use purity. Right, then okay. Right, this is the second plugin that I'm using, but on the 4th channel. Right, so left side, click edit instrument, preset. I'm going to choose something like a piano sound where I can get on under pianos. Yes, Mellow EP. Right, that's what I want to use. Right, from the start, record 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All right, and we play back. Right, I want to do a little bit of editing here. I want to make the notes longer. So you select them from a white area, highlight them all, and then at the end of the notes, drag where the notes end. When it changes, drag, then drag here also, arrow. Right, but now this one is longer, so shorten it. Right, also here, you can even do it one by one. Right, Let me play from the start. You can come down here to change the velocity of the notes, right, to change the loudness of the word of the notes. Right, I want to decrease the volume for this channel, right, so left side and then sorry, actually it's the wrong channel. The one that I want is this one, right? Right. Okay, let me continue. Right click and add another instrument. Add instrument track. I still want purity this time around. Right, I'm gonna choose from purity. Okay. All right, and then I will choose. I'll come here. Here and presets. All right, maybe I'll choose a string sound. Okay, let me hear the strings, how they sound here. All right, I'm gonna try that one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I can still do the same thing of editing my notes here so that the short notes will be made longer. Alright, select all of them. Alright, and then now one. And then here all of them. Alright, then close from here. Right, I want to add something else. Right click on the empty channel, add instrument track. Click no VST instrument, purity again, then okay. Right, come here, edit instrument, preset. I want to choose now something like lead synth. Right, that's the one that I want. Right, sorry, from the start, record. Go. Alright, I just wanted to play just a few notes there like I did there, right, from the start. Channel just to reduce the volume there. Right, what else do you think I should add? Alright, let me right click, add instrument track, still another purity, then okay. Right, I will try. Okay, come this side. Alright, and preset. I will choose something like what should I choose now? Maybe a guitar sound. First let me start with the bass. So bass guitar. Let me play first whilst I select the sounds. Right, that sounds like a good sound. Right, so I can even close and then record and click record here. 1, 2. Right, from the start. Right, I will reduce the volume for my bass sound there. You can solo, so you can also hear. Right, maybe I can add the last instrument, which can be maybe a guitar sound. Purity again, then okay. All right, then here click edit instrument or choose instrument. Guitars, I can find them here. All right, maybe let me get a clean guitar sound. Right, 1. Right. You can always change it here, like I said, go back to the plugin, and then whilst it's playing, you can change it by clicking. Alright, let me try one more thing before I end this tutorial. Right, so now we'll right click and go to add instrument track again. Still get another purity, then okay. Right, I love purity now, you can see. Then click here and then go to preset. What can I choose now? Let me choose still on guitars maybe. Right, I got the sound that I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Let me see.